But you got a flag down.
Oofside.
Everyone but the center. Offense.
Welcome to Oofsides, everybody. We are here. The conference championships are complete. It's Super Bowl time. We got Garrett.
Yeah.
Jack. Austin.
Yeah.
And Jesse's bitch didn't show up, and he just wanted us to say fuck the Packers.
Let's go.
How you guys doing?
Bad.
Sad.
Awesome. Before we get into obviously the games that were a week and a half ago because we suck at recording, I did want to talk about some of the news that's been going on in the last 2 weeks.
There's been some stuff.
Yeah, I'm also kind of glad we waited so the situation in Houston could pan out even more.
True.
First, let's go
my
into the head coaching hirings, which I think a few of these we already talked about, but I can't remember, so I'm just going to go over a bunch of the ones that have already happened. Robert Saleh went to the Jets, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of positive vibes about that dude.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, I think he's.
Yes.
I don't know if they're going to turn around into a winning team, but to me, it's a lot like when Parcells went there after Rich Kotite in the 90s, and Parcells brought like discipline and like fucking respect to that. And so like having somebody who actually gives a shit is an improvement over Adam Gase.
Plus, Saleh is like really stellar as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like
I think his role for the organization is mainly going to be like, he's going to be the stepping stone to like what they want to be in the future.
Yeah,
I don't think he is their future.
But on the other hand, it's the Jets, and they'll probably fuck this up somehow.
Yeah.
Poverty franchise.
The Eagles hired Nick Sirianni, who is from the Andy Reid tree, which is hilarious because Doug Peterson was basically Andy Reid 2.0.
Yeah.
Did you guys see his introduction press conference?
Yeah, that was very something.
So
he looked nervous.
He was, yeah,
and not very confident. That's not what you want to.
Yeah, one of our buddies was like, he's like, I don't understand what the problem with this is. Like, I'd be nervous too, and it's like, yeah, but you're also not a head coach.
Yeah.
Like, the point of a head coach is to be the leader and inspire confidence in the team. And when your head coach talks like Michael Cera, actually, no, I take that back. I would play football for Michael Cera. So
yeah,
but yeah, it's just like he's got to not be like that in the. He's got to
be not a pussy. Yeah, basically.
So.
Well, hey, at least he didn't bite any kneecaps.
That is true. Which we'll get to that one.
What the fuck?
The Jaguars hired Urban Meyer, which I did mention last time.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know anything about college football, so I'm just ignoring that.
The most interesting part about that is the Jags also hired like the former AD or something of Ohio State.
Yep.
Who was involved in the organization when Urban Meyer was head coach. So it's a really interesting connection there.
Yep.
Which scares me more for the Justin Fields theory.
Yeah. Brandon Staley became the head coach of the Chargers. He had been part of the Rams defensive coaching staff the last few years. So that'll be interesting. Anthony Lynn, who was the head coach there, signed on to be the offensive coordinator of the Lions, which I think is a good job for him.
Yeah.
Because I've been saying, I was like, I think he could be a good offensive coordinator.
Anthony Lynn's could be a very good offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be on the Lions.
True.
So.
But he is a good offensive mind.
Yeah, I think that shows with how much he developed Justin Herbert in a very short amount of time.
True. Yep.
Because Herbert literally broke a ton of rookie quarterback records this year.
When no one was expecting it at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Lions, they hired Dan Campbell, aka PC Principal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Said he was going to bite people's kneecaps off, which is pretty fucking metal, if you ask me.
That is extremely metal. Holy shit.
So, with all the memes about him looking like PC Principal from South Park, I was like, dude, I've been saying that since like 2016 when he was the offensive coordinator for the Dolphins. And I was like, I can't be the only one seeing this. And now everybody's saying it 4 years later. And I'm like, see, I told you.
It's Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a meme of him I love where it's just him and his Dolphins polo standing at a podium, and it's just like, all right, can anybody here throw? Anyway.
But yeah, I think it's really interesting to note he took that awful 2015 Dolphins team as interim head coach and made him. He drugged them to a 6-10 finish. He went 5-7 after they fired Philbin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm also cautiously optimistic that he could maybe do good at Detroit. There's no way he can be worse than Patricia, right? There's no way.
No way, right? Watch him go 0-16. Swear to God.
The Falcons hired Arthur Smith, who was an offensive coordinator for the Titans. I don't really give a shit about the Falcons, so
who cares? They're probably just gonna their DNA is choking anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Poverty
franchise.
And then the Texans hired David Coley.
I have no idea who the fuck
he was
that
a
is.
65-year-old former Ravens assistant. I don't know who he is. I've never heard of him
either.
And this move had some unintended side effects, pertaining mostly to the Texans' basically generational talent of a quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who is officially demanding a trade.
Yep.
How do they fuck this up? So
yes.
Yep. Super Bowl contender to garbage team. I swear this conference or this division does this every couple of years.
Yeah.
It's just one team after another figures a way to go from literally being one step away from like possibly making the Super Bowl to, hey, we're 4-12 every season.
Yep. Enjoy it while you're there, Titans.
I guess to introduce you to him, I'm just looking at his Wikipedia.
Nice.
He's been coaching since 1978. He's been coaching in the NFL since 1994.
Jeez.
And he was part of Andy Reid's personnel when he was at the Eagles. He was their wide receivers coach from 99 to 2010.
Okay.
And then he was assistant head coach under Andy Reid again at the Chiefs in 2016. And then he was the Bills quarterbacks coach when they drafted Josh Allen.
Oh.
And he was the assistant head coach of the Ravens the last 2 years.
Wasn't he the wide receivers coach for the Chiefs in the year where they didn't throw a single touchdown to a wide receiver all season?
What?
Well, he was there from 2013 to 2016.
He was. The 2014
What?
they did that. Yeah, look that up. No wide receiver in 2014 for the Chiefs scored a touchdown.
What the fuck?
It was all running backs, quarterbacks, and tight ends.
How? What the fuck?
Yep.
That's
a real stat.
Okay.
So while I gotta say he's got some.
How did they finish 9-7? What
So
the
he's got-
fuck?
He's got some sort of substance behind him. Obviously, if Andy Reid has hired him twice, he's got to be all right. But I don't know if it's head coach worthy.
Yeah.
To go out and.
It's reminding me of the Vic Fangio hiring, where it was like, "Hey, this guy's been around for a while. Maybe he'll finally be good." And then it's like, "Oh, he's not." Which actually, I'll get back on the Texans, but I have a bone to pick with Vic Fangio. He's a much shittier coach than I thought he would be. So I was watching the video of Kendall Hinton's, well, highlights is a generous term, but the footage of Kendall Hinton trying to play quarterback for the game he had to start for them. So if your quarterback is an undrafted practice squad wide receiver who's never played a day of professional football in his life, what would you do for the passing game?
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, you have to throw though to some extent.
Yeah.
So it'd be
checkdowns.
things like checkdowns and screens and like quick little slants and things like that. Things that are easy for him to get into his rhythm. Like the first 8 passes they called are all like 15-yard throws down the field. The only pass he completed was the one check down he had a chance to throw. Like Vic Fangio was just like, fuck it. Yeah, we'll just put in the Drew Lock playbook. Who gives a shit? Like nobody on the offense was like, let's make it easy, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck it.
what the fuck, dude?
The only thing Vic Fangio has been good is he's had a really solid defense, and that's all he's ever been known for. So
Yeah, because he's a long-time defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like That and him telling everybody to go to the fucking locker room after the Jets game was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was
But-
funny.
God
That
damn
was
it.
that was a good laugh.
That pissed me off though watching that. I was like, they didn't even try to help him. So, but yeah, back to the Texans situation. Watson was already pissed because they let Bill O'Brien and Jack Easterby get rid of DeAndre Hopkins for basically nothing.
Yeah.
And then they started searching for their new head coach and didn't even fucking ask Watson. And then he was like, hey, y'all should interview Eric Bieniemy. And they were like, eh. And then they were like, fine, we'll request an
really
interview
feel
with
like
him in the divisional round of the playoffs, aka not the round of the playoffs where the Chiefs weren't playing football, but the week where Bieniemy was busy. And so they were like, no. And they were like, well, we tried to get him, and then went off and hired David Coley, and Deshaun Watson is like, yeah, fuck this, and wants out.
But he can't get out because they're very headstrong on not trading him.
Yeah.
I would like to point out, they said, or I can't remember who it was in the statement. I can't remember if it was their GM or Coley, but they said, we are not going to trade the player.
Yeah.
Like, what? Who doesn't name your star quarterback? It's not just like a third string offensive lineman. It's their star quarterback.
Yeah. Oh.
Watson legit had like an all-pro season, and it didn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah. I think what's gonna happen next year, or later this year, he's gonna fucking play like shit and be traded for like a 4th rounder, and then
No, I
when
think
he
he's
goes
gonna hold
to a
out.
there's.
I don't think he'll play at all.
Too. Yeah, maybe. Could be
I
a
either
possibility
think-
of that happening
I
as
either
well.
think he won't play, or he's gonna just play his ass off and try to get traded again. I mean, I think I'll probably know. I will probably have a better like hypothesis on what he'll do after the draft.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because the way they draft could completely change his. I won't say completely change his mindset. He's probably too far gone to want to stay there. But
No, he's not cool with
Yeah.
Cal McNair and Jack Easterby.
No, but I feel like he could, maybe want to play a little more if they have a good draft.
Yeah.
If they draft someone he wants to play with. But based on how they've treated him in the past, they're not going to give a shit who he wants to play with.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
the Texans. The Texans would be absolutely stupid to not trade him now, and or at least soon, because another really good quarterback just got traded. A 10-year veteran, Matt Stafford, got traded for Jared Goff and 2 first-round picks
Yeah.
and a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah.
The
Lions
Rams are putting it fucking all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pulling the Buccaneers of this next year. They're getting a quarterback they believe that can succeed and go get it done.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Matt Stafford with Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, that is scary.
And Sean McVay fucking coaching them, and that defense.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Yeah, and the question with the Rams has always been the offense, never the defense. So if they actually have a consistent offense, hey, Super Bowl back time.
See,
because their whole problem in 2018.
Yeah.
Their biggest problem in 2018 was Jared Goff was wildly inconsistent. He could go off in games and then barely throw for 150 or 200 yards the next. It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a trade that I think both teams did pretty well in it. I think the Rams got the better of it because they've basically got a quarterback that they can probably win with right now.
Yeah.
But like Jared Goff's not a bad quarterback. Like
He's
he
not
is.
terrible.
He's a slightly above average quarterback. He's in like
Solid.
the Derek Carr territory,
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'd rank Carr a little higher than him.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
too.
He's above the Dalton line.
Yeah.
Well, at least they got somebody to experiment with for a bit, and they got some very solid draft picks out of it. So even if they do go
they got 2
far,
first-round picks and a starting quarterback out of it.
On the other hand, it's the Lions.
Yeah.
You
True.
can always fuck it up.
Yeah.
Because it's the Lions. And not draft anyone good.
But Matt Stafford is finally free, and I'm goddamn happy.
Did you guys see Jared Goff's interview about how he felt about the trade?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he
was
basically said on the Rams wanting to move on, the feeling's mutual.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So, Because it's
Yeah,
basically like, if they want to move on from me, then I guess same, bro.
Hey, there's also.
I mean,
oh, sorry.
I
We're
kind
gonna
of think
still talk about this.
after 2018, I remember there was a lot of like he had like a giant meltdown in the locker room, and it just like the whole off season after that they as a team they just never really came back.
Yeah.
Because I remember there were a lot of reports of him losing his shit in the locker room and being really upset during the Super Bowl, and that's just, you know, that does a lot more to a player than people think.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that Super Bowl was just like extra fucking ugly because like every single aspect of the Rams offense just completely failed that day.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible.
Mm-hmm. And
And
it
it's
was a terrible fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
God, that was bad.
Another
thing I want to talk about the Stafford trade is he said he doesn't want to. He'll go anywhere but New England.
Yeah.
That's rockstar shit.
You could tell he just wanted to get as far away from possible as Matt Patricia as he could.
Yep. It's
like he wanted nothing to do. He doesn't want to be anywhere that Matt Patricia's ever been.
It's
just doesn't want.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was a big funny.
Also, get ready for everybody to talk about how Matt Stafford and Clayton Kershaw played soccer together as kids, and now they're in the same house.
They played baseball together too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Brendan Gaughan played college basketball with Allen Iverson.
Did you guys know that Jimmy Graham played basketball?
Yeah.
No, I did not. Wow.
No, oh shit, who's that other NFL player? Oh yeah, Jimmy Graham played basketball.
Wow, really? Holy shit.
I thought you were going to say Antonio Gates.
There's also another rumor, there's a rumor coming out that the 49ers are trying to make a move on Kirk Cousins. So we can't make the joke if, the Vikings paid Kirk Cousins $80 million. Sadly.
It's 84.
$84 million, sorry. But, like, I would take Kirk Cousins, as much as we shit on Kirk Cousins, I would take him over Jimmy Garoppolo.
I was going to say, I kind of like that move.
It's not a bad move, considering how injury prone Jimmy G is.
Over in the
he fits the Vikings quarterback stereotype of just constantly hurting his knee.
Yeah, that is true. That'd be a great fit.
Over in the USORL Discord, we were having a debate about it when those tweets just first got reported. And I personally would hate, yes, I would hate that because Jimmy has proven to be inconsistent and injury prone, and he's a mystery. We know what we have with Kirk, and that is a painfully mediocre quarterback that we have overpaid, but he can play.
A mediocre quarterback that can sometimes play good.
Sometimes he does the football.
He does a long ball. He does that.
Sometimes he performs football very well.
Yeah, but then other times he just no.
But
isn't that the same thing Garoppolo is too? Because he's really inconsistent too.
Yeah. But my thing is Kirk does not have an injury history at all.
Yeah.
Guy is made of iron. Iron Man, if you will.
Shut up. Plus, Kirk Cousins can throw the ball like 20 yards down the field.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good.
Yeah, and the other thing is I'm tired of Minnesota spending 2 years with the quarterback and moving on. I'm so tired of it. There was a month ago we were just fucking around looking at football stuff, and the Vikings have had 20 some quarterbacks in the last 25 years. That's not okay. You can't. Literally, the only position Minnesota has not gotten right, pretty much since Fran Tarkenton, is quarterback.
Well, Culpepper, he was pretty decent
for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years. See,
well,
Fran Tarkenton is the last quarterback that was good for a longer than 3 years.
Yeah.
There's a few teams that are like that. Like the Lions have been searching for a quarterback since Bobby Lane. And they had Matt Stafford, did nothing with him.
The
Yeah.
Bills.
For the Browns, it was
for a
like,
while,
oh yeah, the
except for
Bills, they had
Josh
Jim
Allen.
Kelly, and then it was like, well, they finally got
No.
that. Yeah, the Browns.
Wait. The Bills had J.P. Lossman, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Hey,
could forget?
Don't be sleeping on EJ Manuel.
Oh, fuck off.
So,
Yeah, or Tyler Thigpen. Oh, yeah,
Um,
Tyler Thigpen.
That's not funny.
Fitzmagic was there for a couple years.
He was actually there for like 3 years.
Yeah, he was actually kind of good too.
He was decent, yeah.
Yeah, the Browns had been looking for a quarterback since fucking Bernie Kosar. So,
Yeesh.
and before
but
that, they were looking for a quarterback since Otto Brown or Otto Graham. I mean,
Oh god.
But anyway, yeah, I'd much rather just keep Kirk and just, I don't know, trade him for a different skill spot and draft one in a couple years or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
trade,
I don't think I want Jimmy G in Minnesota. I just don't think he would do what I want in a quarterback in Minnesota.
Yeah, trade Jimmy G and Fred Warner for Kirk Cousins. There you go.
What I really want is for the Vikings to have kept Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh yeah, that would have
been pretty cool.
Yeah.
I still can't believe they didn't even give Case Keenum another year.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
'em, that's
just
why.
don't get it, dude.
I mean, I kind of understand why, because he was pretty all right, but at the same time,
he wasn't amazing. He was all
but
right.
At the same time, once again, the Vikings could have had a better quarterback, and yet they made all the wrong moves and got worse. So,
Anyway,
is there any other news? Oh, the Bengals are getting new uniforms, so that'll be cool.
Oh
yeah,
they are.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I don't give a shit though.
I'm prepared for them to fuck it up.
Did we talk about
Did
we talk about Dwayne Haskins and stuff last time?
Oh shit! I don't know if we did. We talked about him getting cut.
Oh, did we talk about him in the Steelers?
No, So, yeah, we were all saying like, oh yeah, they should trade for like Darnold to be their backup, and they were like, how about Dwayne Haskins?
Oh god.
Because there's not enough fucking egos in that locker room.
Yeah, fuck it. Just add some more.
Hey, maybe it'll help.
Yeah.
That's
right. What would happen if you?
I don't see that working out.
I don't
really
either.
don't.
Absolutely the fuck not.
I just can't believe. I just can't. Like, even though it's the Steelers, I can't believe he did everything he did and immediately got a job like a month later. Again.
That's the effect of being a first round draft pick.
True.
Yeah, I still don't
Ryan
think
Leaf noises.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna amount to much at all.
He's got a little bit of raw talent, but he's got to fucking get his attitude in check. And it's like, hey, why don't we go to the team with the most unchecked attitudes in the entire fucking league that literally imploded in the offense because of error in the playoffs because of fucking arrogance.
Yeah, and I just feel like he's got, Ryan Leaf. Right, he literally does have Ryan Leaf written all over him.
Oh yeah.
It just doesn't really seem like his heart is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. He's in it for the clout.
Oh, yeah. There's some halfway unrelated news, but this is a football podcast. The NCAA football games are coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be pretty cool. Hopefully EA doesn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Also,
based on their article and of the interview they did with whoever the hell it was, I can't remember. I am cautiously optimistic because it sounds like they're gonna do exactly what they used to do in the past. They're gonna it's gonna be its completely own branch. It's gonna have nothing to do with Madden.
Yeah.
I would hope so, because Jesus Christ, if it's anything like Madden, I will shit myself. All right.
Yeah.
I will literally drink water.
So,
True.
And before we jump into the conference championships, I also want to give a shout out, to Marty Schottenheimer, who is battling Alzheimer's right now. He's former head coach of the Browns, Chiefs, and Chargers, and Washington also. Great head coach. So he's been moved to the hospice center, but he is in stable condition. So I just want to give that guy a shout out. I fucking love Marty Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
So anyway.
True.
Shall we get into the reviews of last week's games?
No.
No.
All right, and this has been Oofsides. We'll see.
We've made this joke before, but
Yeah, and it's still going to keep doing it.
It's actually every week.
Yep. Gotta do. Yep.
So let's start with for like the 5th week in a row, I can describe a game as ending inexplicably. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Green Bay Packers 31-6.
I'm gonna get my dinner because I don't want to talk about this game.
Oh man, Jack's gonna be real upset when he hears what the next game is.
Hey, he's gonna come back for the one that makes him even more sad.
Anyway, Matt? Matt, I think it was you who said if there's anyone who's gonna be the first quarterback to make a Super Bowl for both conferences, it's gonna be Tom Brady.
I also said that if there's ever gonna be a quarterback to play a Super Bowl in his own stadium, it was gonna be Tom Brady.
Yep.
And I know I predicted it right, but I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm actually a little frustrated. I think you manifested it into reality.
I need to use my powers for good.
You know what, Matt, I want you to repeat after me. Tom Brady will be the first quarterback to lose in his own stadium in the Super Bowl. All right.
We're not to pickups yet.
Okay.
So this game was infuriating. Mostly because the Packers should have won this game. It was the first time in Aaron Rodgers' career where he got to play an NFC Championship game at home. And they spotted the Bucks a fucking 21-10 lead at half because I missed some of the first half, but I did see the Hail Mary and the penalty that led to it.
Which was also brought on by awful clock management by the Packers.
Yeah, they did really important.
Which there was even more of later.
And then in the second half, things actually started to swing their way. They picked off Tom Brady 3 drives in a row. Made Brady throw just awful interceptions.
Oh.
And they got 6 points off of it.
Yeah.
And then the inexplicable way this game ended, where the Packers drove down the field and with 2 minutes left, or just over 2 minutes left on 4th and 8 in a play where Rodgers probably could have run into the end zone the play before, down 8, they kicked a field goal.
Yep, they sure did.
Now, not only does basic math say that that's a fucking stupid idea, because if you go for it and you don't get it, you need a touchdown. But if you kick the field goal, you need a touchdown. They never got the ball back because of it. Because their fucking defense was trash all goddamn day, minus the 3 picks. But those were more on Brady than they were on the defense.
Those were 3 awful arm punts. They were not
like the one where Mike Evans just like ran the wrong route. It was like, okay, you could, like that one's only like half on Brady, but like the arm punt into the end zone was fucking horrible, dude. Oh my god!
And then there was that one where he got picked on the sideline, and we were watching it in the USORL voice chat, and I was like, wow, Brady, that was the dictionary definition of fuck it. He's out there somewhere because he just threw it. He wasn't even looking. He just threw it.
Yeah.
Yo, that's your goat.
Damn it!
Then, oh god, dude, just Matt LaFleur, dude. Oh, the fucking field goal still pisses me off.
Once again, I said it after Stefanski kind of fucked up the end of the Browns game. You could argue that he fucked up the end of the Browns game. It was another young coaching mistake, I think, of just not knowing what to do in these circumstances.
And what's hilarious is a 10-year veteran of head coaching, Jason Garrett, made the same mistake last year against the Patriots, against Tom fucking Brady. Dude, there's just something about Brady that scares people into coaching scared.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I don't know what it is.
Like, it happened to the Jaguars in the AFC title game where like they got that lead in the second half and then they just started coaching scared on defense and Brady was like, all right, and then just picked them apart.
Yeah.
And then LaFleur was like, we could go for the touchdown here, but no, let's kick a field goal because that's safer. It doesn't help us at all.
Yeah. What was his like bullshit explanation too? It was a really bad explanation.
So they did have all 3 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning. So it was like, yeah, we basically have 4 chances to stop the clock. But then it's like, yeah, but then you have to drive literally the entire length of the field if and when you get the ball back and score a touchdown. Like, you're basically saying, I think we have a better shot at making a stop on defense and driving 60 yards than going 8 yards right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck kind of play call is that?
Yeah, and like you mentioned earlier, Aaron Rodgers had a very clear path to the end zone. Then he chose not to take. Don't know why, but even
if he can't run in, it's like it put like there's Rich Eisen pointed this out on his show where he was talking about Rodgers' reaction to it and said he was like, "Well, I thought we were going to go for it. I thought we were playing 4 down territory or whatever." And he was like, "If that was the case, Rodgers runs it in because it benefits Rodgers to get closer." At least if he picks up 5 yards and gets tackled at the 3, like that makes that 4th down call even easier to go for it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If Rodgers didn't get in, he was going to get closer because there was no one around. He had a very clear field.
Yeah. It's just like baffling. And he stirred up a little controversy when he said he didn't know what his future was and then clarified it later where he was like, just in general, like you don't know what the team's going to do or whatever. And he basically said, he's like, I'm going to be in Green Bay next year. Yeah. So Rodgers is not getting traded this year, but
I don't think Rodgers will ever leave. I just don't see it.
Absolutely
If this shit happens next year again, maybe, but because that's when his contract ends. But,
I feel like it'd take a pretty massive fuck up for him to have to leave.
It would have to be basically the same thing of LaFleur being like, no, Rodgers, I don't want you to have the ball.
It'd have to be like a 28-3 type disaster.
Yeah, it'd have to be a real big league meltdown of the ages for him to leave, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, the way he's played this year, you could argue he's not that close to the end of his career anymore.
Oh yeah, he's going to be MVP.
3 years ago, people were like, yeah, I think he's kind of coming to retirement, even though he's still a little young, but he is only 37. I shouldn't say only with 37, but quarterbacks have played a lot longer than that. Whether they should have or not,
like the guy on the other sideline.
But yeah, I think Rodgers definitely had a bit of a redemption year, even though he once again didn't make the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this one you can definitively say probably wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
Because they should have.
While we're on the topic, Aaron Rodgers has only won one playoff game when behind at halftime, and you know what game that was?
Was it against the Packers or
the
Vikings?
No.
Oh wait, never mind.
Matt knows this game.
Do I?
Yeah, you probably should.
Cowboys,
God. Wait, was it the 2014 or 2016?
2014.
Oh!
That was the Des Cauditt game.
Pain. Dude, we were talking about this the other night because our buddy Noah, I was gonna say is a Lions fan, but it's more formally a Lions fan. He was like, dude, that 2014 Lions team was a Super Bowl team. I was like, dude, I hate that year because like Des caught it, but that was literal fucking karma from the football gods because they got bailed the fuck out the week before.
Yeah.
In that horrible non-call against the Lions. But actually, it wasn't even a non-call. They fucking called pass interference, and then they were like, actually, we changed our mind.
Nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck the Lions.
And so it's like one of those things that I'm like, God, that fucking upsets me. But at the same time, I was like, I'm not really allowed to bitch about it. So
good. You're not allowed to, exactly, because fuck the fucking Cowboys.
Anyway. So Brady's going to his 10th Super Bowl.
I'm gonna vomit.
I don't mind Tom Brady. Like, I'm sick of fucking seeing him in the Super Bowl, but I don't hate Tom Brady like you guys do. I just don't want fucking Antonio Brown to get a Super Bowl ring because fuck that guy, dude. Yeah. Holy shit, fuck Antonio Brown.
Fuck both of them.
I mean, Brown is just objectively a shitty person, though. Tom Brady's just weird.
Gonna grape you in the mouth.
Yeah.
Positive to Antonio Brown is he doesn't kiss his kids on the lips.
But they're on the same team.
Yeah, but didn't he like sexually assault his ex-wife or something like that?
Oh.
Wait, what happened?
Gee whiz.
Well, I'm sorry, I had to leave. I had to take my headset off for a second.
I was saying fuck Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah.
He did something really fucked up to his family, I think, last year. Oh, yeah, he's had sexual assault allegations against him.
Oh, lovely.
So, I mean, Brady's kids consented, so... that sounds really bad out of context.
That sounds extremely bad. What the fuck?
Sorry,
what the
let me
fuck?
rephrase that. Tom Brady's kids were okay with kissing their dad on the lips.
All right, someone's got to quote that somewhere.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Matthew, edit that out.
Sorry.
I just don't want Antonio Brown to win a Super Bowl ring.
Can the game get delayed over and over again because of COVID? Because I don't want either of these teams to win. Fuck that.
There was something really funny though. It's because the Super Bowl's being played in Tampa. The Bucks, the NFL told the Buccaneers, they're like, you're not allowed to fire off the cannons on the pirate ship if the Buccaneers score.
Christ.
So, because they were like, what if we did it for both teams? And the NFL was like, just don't even bother. Yeah. And I think that's funny. So it's a problem that they've never had to deal with. So the Bucks won the NFC Championship. Brady got bailed the fuck out.
Yeah.
So, oh fuck. Shall we move on to the AFC Championship?
No.
So it started off really well. With the field goal and then the muffed punt, they got scored for a touchdown, and then perfectly they didn't score the extra point.
Yeah, and
That
then
Bills
everything
football.
went downhill.
And then the Chiefs were like, oh, that's right, we're the Kansas City Chiefs again. And kind of fucked their shit up and scored 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. And Pat Mahomes is really good at football, apparently. And we're just going to kind of skip forward because the Bills kind of just looked like a rudderless ship for a while.
Can we? Yeah. Are we going through quarter here?
Well, I was just skipping to the almost brawl at the end of the game.
I was about to say, hoes were mad in that game.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, it was mostly on the Chiefs. I'm gonna be biased.
There was in the first quarter a Chiefs lineman
Yeah.
threw a punch, and no one gave a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then you had Josh Allen. Dude, I can't. As much as I love Josh Allen, there's so many times during that game where I was like, just throw the fucking ball away.
Mood. I fucking love Josh. I don't know why he
took a lot of really stupid sacks.
Yeah.
And the epitome was on the one where they're trying to make that comeback in the end, and then he spiked the ball into the Chiefs fucking.
That was kind of rockstar shit.
Mask.
That was pretty. That was rockstar shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny, but I was like, oh god.
I think he got fined. Yeah.
He got a penalty for it.
Yeah.
No, he got fined. I think because
he got fined. He got fined it was either $15,000 or $25,000.
It's
for some
15.
fucking reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 15 grand. Yeah.
Well,
Man.
let's be honest. The Chiefs player kind of hit him late.
Can I have that 15 grand?
It wasn't a late hit because he was still holding the ball, Jack.
No. The play was already called dead. And then they blew the whistle, and then fucking they threw him on the ground, and then fucking linesman came over to him and shoved that dude over.
Yeah.
And Ho's got mad.
That was pretty good.
It kind of reminded me of the Jags and Seahawks game in 2017, where they just could not end the game because they were fighting every time they took a knee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's. Oh man, that game was stupid. But anyway,
the guy channeled his inner Meta World Peace and was like, "I'm gonna go fight this fan."
That was fucking amazing.
To be fair, the fan kept throwing shit at him. One hit him in the head.
Florida fans kind of cringe.
Quick tangent. Have you ever seen the clip of the Toronto Maple Leafs guys in the penalty box?
Yes.
And there's the fan chirping at him, and he sprays him with a water bottle, and the dude tries to swing at him. Yeah, and he fucking falls into the penalty box. Ty Domi's like, all right, and starts whooping his ass.
Fucking beats the shit out of him.
I love shit like that.
90s hockey was wild.
But I love shit like that because it's somebody watching a hockey player who literally gets paid to hit people really hard, and he's like, I could take him on.
Yeah. Ty Domi was literally only in the NHL just to fucking punch people and run into people. Like, Jesus Christ. But, as much as this loss hurts me, at least his team made it to the AFC Championship.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool. To see the Bills team for the first time in my entire fucking lifetime actually do something positive is very, very cool.
Yeah, the other cool thing that somebody pointed out is every 27 years the Bills and Chiefs play to go to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So we'll see you again in 2048.
And Tom Brady will still be playing.
Tom Brady's gonna be like a robot at that. Like he's gonna be a fucking cyborg.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of checked out on this game after halftime because it was like,
yeah,
like once the Chiefs went up like fucking 30-9 or 30-12, I was like,
once they scored their
that fucking field goal,
their touchdown in the third quarter, that's when I zoned out. I quit watching.
When I zoned out, it was when that field goal happened at the end of the first half.
Yeah,
don't understand why they went.
Yeah, there were some cowardly field goals in this game too, where McDermott was like, "We'll just take the 3 instead of getting a touchdown," because there was no chance that they were going to stop the Chiefs on offense.
Which is so weird because at the start of the game they started off with like a 4th and 2 that they fucking got.
Yeah,
which was just like, why? Why don't you just be aggressive?
I didn't really understand the decision to go for it there and then not make another aggressive play call after that.
This entire season, the Bills have been extremely aggressive on plays like that. But and then they just didn't. I don't understand why.
I think it's just another young coach basically getting kind of intimidated by
I don't know.
Basically the new Belichick and Brady.
I guess. I don't know.
Except these players are likable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mahomes has a personality, and Andy Reid likes cheeseburgers.
True. He is fat.
Speaking of, he said if he wins this year, he's gonna need a double cheeseburger after all the work
he's done.
Don't forget, last year,
a burger.
Patrick Mahomes got an engagement ring, Kansas City got a Super Bowl ring, and Andy Reid got an onion ring.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Same thing this year.
Hopefully.
Oh my God. But yeah, like that. It's like we were saying, is that if you're going to beat the Chiefs, you have to keep up with them on offense because once they get rolling, you're not stopping them.
Yeah. Whatever. I feel like these teams are going to meet in the playoffs again.
Oh yeah, you're basically seeing the new Brady versus Manning, I bet.
And I'm going to hope that
Chargers going to stomp them.
And I'm going to hope that Allen isn't Peyton to Brady. So
I don't think it will be. So
hopefully. That'd be cool.
I think there's still a lot to be proud of as Bills fan. Like this is a team that's gonna be really fucking good for some time to come.
Josh Allen still has a lot of growing to do too.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So if he grows to his full potential in the next like 3 years, the AFC is gonna be great to watch.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many good quarterbacks in the AFC right now, dude.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yep, Drew Lock.
Big cock lock, baby.
Yeah, I mean, you have Mahomes, you have Watson, you have Lamar Jackson. That's like the big 3.
Watson on the Jets.
Watson might not be around in the AFC for that much longer, depending on where he gets traded. But you have Josh Allen, you have Baker Mayfield came into his own this year. Ryan Tannehill's had like a mid-career resurgence. You have whoever ends up on the Colts, hopefully is going to be good. Yep. Derek Carr's pretty fucking good, although it's the Raiders.
He can be good. Yeah. He can be kind of.
Joe Burrow's probably going to be pretty fucking good for a while.
Maybe.
So
yeah,
depends on if he's going to be healthy.
Depends on if his knee isn't completely shot.
Yeah.
From the thing.
Something worth noting. I know we talked about
Gerbert
a while ago. But I was curious, and Deshaun Watson, if he doesn't get if they refuse to trade him and he has to just sit, he's going to be sitting there until 2024.
Oh God, fuck that.
That's when when his option. That's when he'll have the option year.
The thing with that is if he sits out, like the Texans are basically just going to be paying him for nothing.
Yeah.
So like he's not going to sit for 4 years if he holds out. Like they will eventually trade him or cut him.
Yep.
Eventually, but I'm just saying I don't know. It's the Texans. I wouldn't put anything past anyone.
They could be that petty. So
could.
I mean, if you're not going to name your star quarterback in saying that you won't trade him, not a good sign. I still can't get over that.
I think they're trying to call his bluff, and Watson's like, "No, I'm fucking serious."
Yeah.
Like you and I are straight up Dunyan rings, dude.
Okay,
Right.
Deshaun, where's the cameras?
I know we're not. I
Basically.
know Dunyan Rings ended a long time ago, but Deshaun Watson and the Texans, Dunyan Rings.
True.
All right,
God.
you know who's also done?
For a second, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Detroit
Oh, that's
Lions.
right. We had a segment called
Dunyan
Dunyan
Rings.
Rings.
Yeah.
We did that for like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And then we didn't stick to it because we're stupid.
Well,
Yeah.
because when we actually got down to the final week, it was a matter of, oh yeah, they're now eliminated.
Yeah.
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 It's not a prediction if they are gone.
I do like that we couldn't eliminate the 4-win Eagles until week 15.
True.
So that's pretty cool.
That was mostly because of me.
So that was conference championships. God, we've gotten on tangents this week.
Yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of game to talk about. More
Yeah.
drama. Drama's interesting.
Yeah. Trauma's cool.
Do we want to go into? Actually, wait, no. Oh wait, no.
What?
The Pro Bowl actually already happened. Never mind.
Oh, I did not watch any of it.
By the way,
Yeah, who won
what?
the Pro Bowl?
The NFC? I can't remember.
I don't know. I didn't watch
It was
it.
like 32 to 12. Yeah, the NFC. They won 32 to 12. Yep.
Okay.
It was actually I personally didn't watch it. But apparently people who did watch it actually thought it was pretty entertaining. I saw a lot of people saying it was better than the Pro Bowl normally is. I know it was.
Oh.
I the only thing I saw is a highlight. Marshawn Lynch got a pick and he broke his chair celebrating.
Okay, that's some real shit right there.
It was pretty good.
That was pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
He was like he had a real potato mic and he was just screaming and it was just peeking the mic and he like kind of like jumped up and down in his seat and then he kind of like half like fell a little bit and then he just held it up to the screen. He was like, "I broke my damn chair." It was hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I saw mostly positive feedback from the Pro Bowl, and a lot of people saying it was way more entertaining than the Pro Bowl normally is, which is bad considering it was played on a video game.
So I'm gonna make an unpopular opinion in saying that I don't mind the Pro Bowl because they're all on vacation. Like, they're obviously not going to go fucking 100% and try to hurt themselves. It's just a bunch of dudes having fun playing football. Like, I don't give a shit that they don't take it seriously. Because nobody wants to have a career-ending injury in the Pro Bowl.
See,
that one dude.
That's exactly where I go back to is not everyone has that mindset. Some people are way more competitive than that. And that's the problem with the Pro Bowl and why I think all All-Star games are stupid. Because some people care way more than other people do, and when it's a team game, that can't be the thing.
Yeah, the last few years, it's actually been better. I felt like too. It hasn't ended like 54 to 51.
I think that they should just do like the games that they do, like dodgeball and all that shit. Just have like the players doing like
do like
shit.
the skill show case, and then do like flag football.
Or do like fucking like races to see who's the fastest player, or like weight to see who's the strongest, or something like that. Something interesting instead of just like moseying around and
because
there's an idea from a YouTube show I used to watch where it was American Ninja Warrior, but all like the punters and kickers.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah. But the one thing I always think about that pisses me off about the Pro Bowl is the Sean Taylor hit, and I know he gets a lot of praise for that, but that was a fucking
stupid.
That was dirty as shit, completely uncalled for, and
totally uncalled for.
I mean, but seriously, that was fucked up. That should never have happened, and it was awful.
Well, have you seen how the punter got up and was like fucking pumped about it?
Well, he was on the ground for a little while, and then he got up, but
he really wasn't on the ground. Like, he just like got leveled, and then like 10 seconds later, hopped back up, and he like patted him on the ass, and he was like, "Good hit."
Either way, my point is that shouldn't have happened because he could have had a career-ending injury. But it's I don't know. I've always thought All-Star games in every sport are just waste of time. Fucking stupid.
I will say at least it's not the MLB format where the winner of the All-Star game gets home field advantage.
Oh,
I don't think do they still do that?
No, they stopped doing that.
Thank fuck.
But
holy shit!
At least it's not the NBA All-Star game where the final score is like almost 200. Because like the NBA All-Star game is literally just like them practicing their 3 shooting.
Jesus Christ.
There's literally like they jog up and down the court, and
I don't think I've ever watched an NBA All-Star game. Fun fact.
It's really bad.
Boring.
There was. That's one. The first one I watched was 2017 when the final score was 192-182.
Oh.
See, to me, I don't really mind that though, because it's like it's a game. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like, might as well just let them fuck around. You know. It's
I don't know.
for me, it's just kind of fun to
Suck it.
see like these dudes who are really good to be like, hey, dude, you want to see if I can make the shot behind my back?
Well, my
Like-
my other problem with it is the way that all the leagues hype up the All-Star game is this really cool, really exciting, and all this, and it's really none of the players give a shit. No one gives a shit.
I will give
No
you
one
that.
cares. And
No.
they hype it up massively, especially the NBA. I mean, because the thing about basketball is it's a 5-person team or starting lineup, so it's really hard to get to be an All-Star. So I understand the prestige behind being selected, but they do so much hype for the All-Star game for it to be just Anyway, this is a football podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, let's
shut
make
the
picks for
fuck
this. Oh yeah, and also the Super Bowl's happening.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Who cares?
that's a thing. Anyway.
Season has come down to this.
Only two fan bases are left.
Chiefs, Buccaneers. I also want to throw it back to like week 6 when I said that the Bucs were a Super Bowl contender and Jack said I was an idiot. So
Jack,
You
you
still
think
are
the
an
Bears
idiot.
should go 15-1.
Yeah, and
Just had
yeah.
to remind myself.
I mean, he has the
Well,
MVP.
like
Don't
we
go
said,
too
he
far.
was only 6 wins off. So he got pretty
Yes,
close.
I was pretty
MVP.
close.
MVP.
Yeah.
I am
Hey,
correct. Go fuck
I-
yourself.
I
They did make the
predicted-
playoffs, so got you there.
I predicted
Idiot.
the Vikings would go 8-8, and I think they went 7-9 or something like that. 6 and
I don't
10.
care.
I
Yes,
said the
it's-
Cowboys should win 12 games, and they won half as many as that.
Yeah.
So-
I had 2 bold predictions. I either said our team was going to finish 1-15 or 4-12, and one of those happened.
How about that?
I got my Browns prediction right though, so I'm happy about that one. Anyway, Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
Chiefs,
Super Bowl.
Buccaneers. Jesse said go Chiefs, so I'm going to put him on the sheet.
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
I'm gonna go Chiefs because I don't
I-
fucking care. I'm not watching the Super Bowl, so fuck it.
I picked the Chiefs.
Austin?
I said Chiefs.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Matt, don't do it.
It won't matter anyway because
us.
I'm pretty sure that everyone's gonna get fucking COVID by the end of the week, and it'll be rescheduled.
Did you see that the Chiefs barber has COVID?
Yes, I did. This is gonna be an absolute fucking disaster, Buck.
So, Austin said that I manifested the Buccaneers winning by predicting them.
Nice.
And I'm really tempted to do it again just to
You
be
shouldn't.
contrarian.
You really shouldn't. Don't you
But
dare.
I'm afraid to say it's like saying Beetlejuice. Like I'm afraid to say it because it'll happen. So,
I'll literally fucking murder you.
but I think this game is going to come down to offenses. And if there's one man in the NFL who's not afraid of Tom Brady, it is Andy Reid. And I will be taking the Chiefs as well.
Yeah,
Not that I don't think the Buccaneers are going to be competitive because they have a pretty fucking loaded offense, but Brady threw 3 really ugly interceptions.
Bucky's out there somewhere.
Chiefs circle jerk.
Outside of this game, they've kind of had a cakewalk schedule in the playoffs. So
If Brady throws a nasty arm punt in the Super Bowl, I will just nut. Okay,
I will
But
laugh my
he does
goddamn ass
He
off.
does it on national TV in the Super Bowl where he's
In
like,
Tampa Bay.
I will just. Oh
It
my
don't
god,
matter anyway. He'll probably be bailed out by his defense. It doesn't.
They don't have.
they have a
defense.
solid
Yeah.
defense. Like they have a good defensive line, and they have like 1 or 2 good corners, but they're
My
like
problem.
very
well,
mid-pack.
are either they're both of their starting safeties went out in the Packers game. Are they healthy? Let
Did
me look.
Tyrann Matthew go out? Really?
Yeah.
Oh
he
wait,
got
no,
hurt.
sorry, no, both safeties for the Bucks. Never mind. I thought you were saying
Yeah.
both starting safeties for both teams.
Oh yeah, Matthews. Wow, that was a brain fart.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah, both their safeties got hurt.
Yeah, and Antoine Winfield. So there's one of their starting cornerbacks and both their starting safeties all got hurt against the Packers.
Yeah.
Let me look. They also have they have a lot of players out. But they don't have anyone listed as out. Everyone is listed as questionable. So yeah, they have
they're gonna want to play in the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They are not gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out.
So Jordan Whitehead and Antoine Winfield, both their starting safeties, had limited participation in Wednesday practice. Oh, it's today.
Antonio
Brown had limited practice, but Jason Pierre-Paul did not practice. Levante David had limited practice. So, 4 days before the Super Bowl, and they're questionable on 4 of their main defensive players.
Yeah.
Not great. I mean, I'm sure all 5 of these players will probably play. Because it's the Super Bowl. They're probably going to play.
Also, I just want to point out, with this clean sweep for the Chiefs, we have picked them 56 times this year, which is the most out of anybody.
That is not a surprise.
Next closest is the Packers at 51.
That is not a surprise either.
Yeah.
Considering
One of those teams also should have been in the Super Bowl.
But they fucked it all up because they're fucking cunts. Anyway.
Yep. So
pain. So much pain. Unbelievable pain.
Go Chiefs. Any closing thoughts, you guys?
I just hope Tom Brady doesn't win.
We gonna do an episode after the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we'll do a Super Bowl wrap up.
I'm sure there will be plenty of more news regarding.
Plus, with the Super Bowl, we can go really in depth with that game. So
yeah, because I think we'll all probably watch the entire game.
Yeah,
except for Jack.
Yeah, no.
Powerhouse of sadness.
I mean, I'll see. I'm I have to watch it as family tradition. I have to stuff my face with wings and and other food and watch football. Yeah, I'm not American, but
Yep, Canadian football.
Canadian, fuck yeah.
Fucking, shit. Big shit. I don't know.
Don't forget.
Can we just end this fucking Can we just wrap this fucking episode up? Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll just wrap it up.
I've just been letting you guys go.
Fucking shut up.
So, no,
I'm gonna wrap it up. This has been Oofsides.
Wait,
shut the fuck up! I don't care. Shut the fuck up.
$84 million to Kirk Cousins.
Shut the fuck up. We're wrapping up the fucking show, you stupid fuck. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Okay. This is Okay, this has been Oofsides. This is for Matt, Garrett, and Austin. This is Jack signing off. Fuck yourself. God, I fucking hate the Packers. Goddamn, go Bills, go football. Shut up.
It's not over.
It is over. It's over. No, it's over. It's over.